rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,
Then I hit that.
okay,
Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it
okay,
Then I hit that.
okay,
Then I hit that.
yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
19 Tiger.
Like the way it sounds for you? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot. Top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
19 Cardinal,
Man, I'm flying past that.
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine. Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
Here we go.
Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a
Okay, and we want you to be D.
People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. He's right here just to catch my cub. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a mask?
explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
T-Rag got me.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Murray and the Arizona Cardinals versus Joe Burrow and the Washington football team.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington football team. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jordan Brooks
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
First down, here's Burrow.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest.
6 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On the ground, it's Akers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Jordan Hicks, third in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Washington.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This is caught.
Missed.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And does Washington have it? They do.
Chase on.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Touchdown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Josiah DeGuara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. maybe they'll do that.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Shelling through the defense. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Oh, nice move. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
How about Jordan Phillips there breaking through for the sack, and that's exactly why Arizona acquired him to anchor their defensive line. Very stout against the run, can take on double teams, but he can also split them, get upfield, and get into the offense's backfield, as we just saw there.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen. Shake it up.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With this Washington 14, Cardinals nothing.
On 1st down, Drake. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Kenyon Drake, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
56, Mike, 56.
First down, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jordan Brooks in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Shotgun now from Murray. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Cardinals 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. Now Burrow loses the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Murray, Fitzgerald on the slant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
On second down, here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
A gain of 12.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Brings up second.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not 4 verts? One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
At their own.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there still.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Cardinals 10.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Washington.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Noah Igbenogany on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Right back to Drake. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Dre. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On the carry.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 43.
1st and 10.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins.
Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Murray throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Murray's pass.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
29-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Drake, the ball carrier.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Washington.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season, 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He starts by handing this off to Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 45-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. You can't block me. 56.
Murray now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
Nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the #1 thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
At their own 23.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, we got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24-yard line. They stay on the ground with Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
At their own.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll go down at the 28.
The pass. He was taken down by Chandler Jones.
On first down, it's Drake. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle man.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tyler Murray sacked.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
The score, Cardinals 30.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 30.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride. Some pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
A loss of 9 yards.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.